earlier in my career, I had this idea that to be an effective leader, you had to kind of be present in the office at all the times and be the last person to leave and the person to know all of the information and have your hands, in all, kind of your spoon in all of the pots. And of course, when you become a parent, it becomes much more difficult to play that game. And it caused me to see and to kind of grow into a leadership posture of really cultivating a great network around me, trust in the people around me, clarity in the roles that that I play and my team play, and to really interrogate kind of what is enough, and and what it means to get the job done and get the job done well, and to understand kind of what we're really trying to drive to, and the quantity and the quality don't necessarily correlate. I would say also, I read a book, I think when my older son Rafi was about 2 and starting to really assert his opinions. It's a book called How to Listen So Kids Will Talk, and Talk So Kids Will Listen. And they gave these techniques for, again, this kind of like active listening and reflecting back what you heard. So when a kid says, "I want a cookie," right, instead of saying like, "Well, it's dinner time, honey, we're not having a cookie," to say, "I hear that you want a cookie. Cookies are really delicious," right? And to make them feel heard. And don't you know, if that isn't a good technique in the workplace, right? When someone comes to you with a strongly held position, right? When you're in, in any working relationship, that kind of skill is really, really valuable. And, I would never say to my colleagues, "I'm treating you like my toddler son." But those superpowers in motherhood, the kinds of things that you have to practice every day as you're holding the space for another human being to be learning and growing and establishing their own place in the world, it really serves you well in leadership.